What's going on, Cancer? It's your girl D here with your solar lunar eclipse reading for August. I'm not for August, for October into November 2022. We got a partial solar lunar eclipse going on in Scorpio. Okay, and then 2 weeks after that, we have a full moon lunar eclipse going on in the opposite polarity of Taurus. So these houses for you that are highlighted in your chart are your fifth house, which is where Scorpio is. Um, and this is the house of your child, your children. This is the house of the inner child in you. This is the house of childish behavior, what you do for fun, the things that you like to do. Okay. And then we also have the opposite polarity, which is your 11th house. That is the house of Aquarius. That's the house of maturity. That's the house of long-term goals, long-term money, long-term friendships, relationships. Also, this is the house of your social life and who you are in your group environment, how you participate in a group environment. This is the house of humanitarian efforts as well. Now, your fifth house also is the house of instant gratification, so quick money. It's the house of fun, right? It's also the house of your fetishes and your like situationships, your love affairs, your friends with benefits types of connections, okay? I was making sure my window was closed. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull 3 cards for your Scorpio house, 3 cards for your Taurus house, and we're going to take a look at some of the energies you might be dealing with. This is a general read, so it's not going to be exactly what you're going to be dealing with. So don't beat me up in the comments if it's not 100%, okay, because this is a collective read. If you need something more personal, my information is in the box below. But feel free to also subscribe if you haven't already to this channel as well as my other channel. And that channel is called The Many Styles of Tarot, and the link for that's in the box below as well. So overall energy for your spread is the Hangman, overall energy of Neptune. So this is Neptune is the planet of illusions. This could be an energy of you seeing things from maybe you see things for what they really are. Maybe things maybe you had to change your perspective on things, okay? This could also be somebody who's dealing with addictions of some sort. All right. But let's see what it could mean. So let's talk about your Scorpio house. That's interesting because Neptune is in the 5th house. Or actually, Neptune is in. Forgive me. Disregard. So when we're dealing with your Scorpio house, your 5th house, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Sun, major arcana of Leo, in reverse. When we're talking about the opposite polarity of your Taurus house, which is the 11th house for you, you have the 3 of Wands in reverse. You have the 2 of Cups. You have the 7 of Pentacles. So for your 5th house, 4 Wands reverse, Page of Swords reverse, Sun in reverse. That is Leo energy for your 5th house. It's in reverse here. Now, I feel for some of you, I feel an energy of being seen in a manner in which you don't want to be seen in. So you may want to be careful, okay? Which could be, you know, someone who's being very immature, okay? Or you could be dealing with someone who's like this. Some of you, I just get an energy here of, okay, with Scorpio being in the 5th house, somebody's not happy. Somebody's not at peace. Okay, and it could be because maybe they're not speaking up about what it is that's truly making them unhappy. For others of you, it could be that there's issues going on in reference to somebody could just be not speaking, a family member. It could be a family member for some of you. It could be you could be having issues with your children. Or somebody in your family could be behaving very childishly. It could be friends as well. But what I'm getting with this 4 of Wands energy in reverse is, again, somebody just not happy. You know, somebody's not happy with what's going on. And they may not be saying anything with this Page of Swords reverse, or they may not even know why. But with the Sun energy in reverse here, it could just be that, you know, somebody definitely is not, their inner child is not being fed, is what I get. Now, what's opposing that is the Aquarius house. So Leo, Aquarius energy, okay, in reference to your 5th houses and your 11th houses. your fifth and 11th houses, rather. So, in reference to the fifth house, we had the Four of Wands in reverse. But the long term energy with the Aquarius that's opposing that is the three. So, for some of you, you could be trying to find things or participating in things to try to make yourself happy for a long period of time, but you may get bored with things. You could be around people, places, and things that you're bored with. Some of you, your children may just be bored with what they're into. They're not happy. They're not bored. They're bored. You may need to put them in a position or give them things that are mentally stimulating. The things that other kids like to do, they're not into, is what I'm getting. Okay, some of you have very intelligent children, and whatever the in crowd is doing, they're just not into that. It's just not for them. For others of you, this is a love situation or a relationship type of thing here. Some of you are not getting your needs met, your sexual needs met. And what's opposing that is because maybe some of you don't want a long-term relationship. Maybe you just want to have fun, or maybe you, this is the way you wanted things to be. Or you could have been involved with someone who was like this, someone who just wanted to have fun, but you may have wanted something more serious. You're tired of waiting. I feel like with Seven of Pentacles, you could be tired of waiting for a long-term commitment, or, maybe you kept someone waiting for one. Yeah, because somebody was not ready yet. With the Sun energy in reverse opposing this Seven of Pentacles, somebody wasn't telling someone that they didn't want something serious. They were just hanging out. They kept somebody waiting. This is what this overall energy is. So some of you could have been involved with someone who kept you waiting for a serious commitment, or you were dealing with someone hoping that they would mature and grow up, and they did not. Yeah, because the Aquarius 11th house for you represents long-term friendships, long-term stability, and your fifth house represents having fun. So for some of you, you're not happy because you can't have the fun you used to have, because for some of you, the person that you may want to have that fun with is somebody who it takes that part of life more serious than you. Like they may want seriousness and you don't. Or you could be involved with someone, like I said, I'm not going to keep repeating it, but I just want to make sure I'm making that clear. Let's get some clarity. Actually, let me take a look at these top 5 cards first, and let's see what they talk about. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to settle down, that's for sure. Somebody somebody may consider doing that. So somebody's been debating, thinking about what they want to do, or they've been putting on the illusion that they may want to, but they really don't, right? With the Hierophant energy here, this is all about loyalty, trust, security, stability. It could also be about marriage, okay? But with the Four of Cup energy in reverse here, somebody's just not happy, right? They want happiness, so they're debating on if they want to perhaps get into a serious connection with someone, or maybe perhaps reunite with someone that they have children with. But it's reuniting, I feel, for sure, because for some of you, the Six of Cups is in reverse. For others of you, this could be somebody who you could be dealing with who they're just not ready. Heads ain't ready. They're not ever going to be ready. And you could be wasting your time. But let's get some clarity. What's this Four of Wands in reverse? Yeah, we have the Moon energy in reverse. We're dealing with heavy lunar energy. Somebody is not happy. Somebody could be depressed. Tell me more about this Moon. Yeah, with the Knight of Coins, because they're tired of waiting. Tell me more about this Page of Swords in reverse here. This is somebody who's not communicating what they really want, or they're not speaking up, or somebody's not getting it. Somebody's not getting the fact that this person is purposely stalling you out. They're purposely holding you back, and you're not seeing it, or you're not speaking up. But I get a lot of energy of unhappiness here. The Knight of Swords is here again, communication. Yeah, with the 10 of Swords, all swords here. So that's 10, 11, 12 swords, the Justice energy. Okay, we got 11 swords in reverse, which is the Justice energy, and then we got the Knight of Swords, which is upright. All right, so again, this is all about someone communicating what they feel. This could be also someone realizing that they're tired of waiting for someone to tell them what they want to hear. Someone's putting off telling someone something. Tell me more about the sun. We have the Page of Swords energy here. Yeah, somebody finally realizes that this does not make them happy. They realize that they're not happy. There's a lot of unhappiness here in your fifth house. This is not fun. The fifth house is the house of fun. This is not fun. So some of you may be coming to that conclusion. You may have already done that. It could be in the past. You may have already done something about this, but you're going to be reflecting with this lunar energy. But for others of you, you're going to get to the point where you're tired of what it is that you're doing or how you're living, and you're going to make a change. Or the person that you're dealing with, who's very immature and childish, is going to make change. This could be you dealing with your child. For some of you, you could be depressed because your children are getting older. They're maturing. They don't talk to you as much as they used to. They don't tell you everything like they used to. They don't communicate with you like that. And that could be a little sad for you. You know, like it's a growing pain that a parent has to deal with. So for some of you, I'm getting that. Your children could be going into, their teenage years with this Knight energy, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So of course, they're not going to communicate with you the way they used to. You know how it is when your kids, well, I don't have kids, but I got nieces and nephews, and they are different when they're younger. They're open. They talk to you about everything. They tell you everything. But once they start getting older and start coming into their own identity and trying to figure things out for themselves, they may not be as open to you. And for some of you, that could be breaking your heart or making you unhappy or uncomfortable. But for others of you, you may want to check on your children because they could be depressed, and they may not be expressing it, or it may be a difficult thing for them to say. Okay, so their mental health may be, something you may want to check on. What's this Three of Wands energy in reverse, please? This is an energy of something not going anywhere, something not moving forward, or plans averted or thwarted. Yeah, we have the Lover's energy here. There could be a choice here. For others of you, for some of you, this is about making a choice. What is this choice about? For some of you, it is somebody wanting to settle down, or they may have two people. That's why they don't want to settle down. They got two people to choose from. We have the Seven of Coin again here. More waiting, more deciphering, more trying to figure out what's going on, more pause energy. What's this Two of Cups here? This is about a relationship, all right? We have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, definitely about being in a stable, committed relationship. So somebody could be going from wanting to be a party animal, a player, or playa energy to wanting to settle down. Okay, that could be the case. Or you were dealing with someone who you may have had to cut short because this person was playing games with you, not wanting to be serious. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, we got the Nine of Cup energy here. Yeah, this is all about being happy. This is all about wish fulfillment, getting what it is that you truly want. So for some of you, this is what this is. So some of you, you could be either side of the coin. You're either dealing with someone who, was very immature and wasn't ready to settle down when you were. You may have children with this person, okay? Others of you, you could be the person who, maybe you're realizing, okay, maybe I'm ready to settle down now. It could be the opposite. Maybe you settle down and now you're like, okay, I don't want that settle down life anymore. The relationship is over. I want to move on and do my own thing and have some fun. Could be that. Some of you, now that your children are a certain age, you're feeling more comfortable now dating and doing whatever you want with whomever you want. Okay, maybe you don't feel as obligated to the child's father or child's father anymore, child's father or child's mother anymore. Now that the children are a bit older, you feel like, okay, I can now go ahead and date who I want to and be out there with it. I'm not worried about, the mother of my child or the father of my child acting crazy because I'm dating someone else and, messing up the relationship I have with or trying to keep me from communicating with my child out of jealousy or something like that. For others of you, like I said, you may want to check on your children and see how they're doing, okay? For some of you, maybe you haven't spoken to them for a period of time. It may be very important for you to reach out to them and establish a bond or a connection with them, okay? But there's all about somebody wanting to get their happy back. So for whatever it is that you're dealing with, these are just examples. You don't have to be dealing with this directly or specifically, but there's an energy of what makes you happy and what is fun versus growing up out of that energy and maturing and finding other things to entertain yourself. For some of you, the things you used to do don't entertain you anymore. You're bored with these things. You know, maybe you grew up with certain people or had friends since your young teen years, and you don't speak to these people anymore. There could have been some issues in reference to why you guys don't talk, but that could be, you may not be happy about that. Okay, so for some of you, you could be debating on if you should reach out to these people and reconnect with them. So there's a decision here in reference to definitely making a choice about some type of communication. But again, for others of you, you definitely want to check on your children and make sure, because some of you, your children are going through growing pains. They're going through adolescent stages, is what I'm getting with the Knight energy, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And see, with the Sun card in reverse and the Page of Swords, this was a young kid who was very inquisitive, very talkative, but now they're older. They're not like that anymore. Now they're older, okay? They're more private with their thoughts and their feelings. And, that could be making someone feel like, it could just, like I said, people sometimes get depressed when their children go through different stages of life. And we're dealing with the Scorpio energy in your 5th house, and that's all about transformation. So for some of you, your child was a young little caterpillar, and now they're blossoming or going through a stage where they're blossoming into a beautiful butterfly, male or female. And you're having problems with that. For some of you, they could be dating now or maybe talking to you about boys or girls, and that could be making you nervous as well. And then for some of you, this is about you maturing and deciding, okay, I don't want to be with this person because they're immature. They don't want a relationship. Or, now I do want a relationship, but, I'm not sure who I want to be with. There could be choices, with the Lover's energy and the 7 of Pentacles. Who do I want to be with? Right? Who do I want to give this cup to? Right? With the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Who's going to make me happy? Or am I happier single? For some of you, you're like, am I happier single? That way I can deal with who I want to. Or, I've done that long enough now. It's time for me to, be with one person. So for some of you, there's a lot of contemplation here, okay, in reference to what you want to do. So these are some of the things you might be dealing with. Again, this is a very general situation. What the cards were just giving examples and scenarios of what you might be dealing with, or someone All right. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we'll be pulling the cards, of course, as this energy unfolds to see what more of it comes out. Just keep in mind that these energies, these solar energies and lunar energies, can last for up to 6 months. All right. It's very heavy energy, but it's definitely going to take us throughout the winter. All right, into the spring. Now, when Taurus comes, Taurus season comes again, we'll be wrapping up these types of energies that we're feeling. So pay attention to how you feel, moving forward throughout the winter into spring once we get to Taurus season, and just see how things evolve in reference to what you're feeling right now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well as my other channel, Many Styles of Tarot. The link for Many Styles of Tarot is in the box below, as well as information on getting a personal reading. All right. I wish you guys the best. Thank you for checking out the channel. And Cancer, I will see you in the next reading. Later.